Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will continue Phantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom. So let's fire it up. What are we doing over here? Who determines where the camera is? Or how is the camera view determined when you come into the screen? I don't understand that. Whatever, doesn't matter. Um, we are headed to Skyhaven in the world of Frigidity to talk to the masters there. We just picked up the arrow parts, and at the end of the previous episode, I was talking about, once again, the weirdness of the monsters in particular. But the cyborgs are a little bit weird as well, right? Because you've got things like the dog bots, the warbler bots, or whatever, the chicken bots. Let's see, we need to go... Is there an airport down there? No, there's not, is there? Ah, bodaggit. I knew it. As soon as I transfer, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm thinking of the wrong world. Whatever. Alright, let's go. Anyway, let's just, like, observe some of the monsters that we come across. Let's see. We're running. Oh, come on. Why can't we run away very frequently? I mean, success rate is like, I don't know, 50%, maybe a little bit higher than that, but and then these enemies, just whatever. So, you know, the Biclops, I think I've commented on them. They look like, oh, that's funny. They look like, yeah, they look like genies, you know, these these really buff genies, kind of like a combination between a genie and Atlas, right? Or something like that. I don't know. Some mascot for the Illuminati, who knows? And then, you know, these arachnes, they actually look like they could be a fairly, or I should say, they actually look fairly normal looking. That doesn't make any sense, but they look feasible to the eye as far as like, okay, yeah, I guess that, you know, it's a little spider-ish shaped robot or monster, right? You know, I can imagine that. But then, oh, let's see, we only have 22,000 Meseta, right? 23, okay. We don't have enough money to buy diddly. Ugh. So, we have to go into Skyhaven Dungeon with only one slicer. It's dumb. Alright. That's fine though. I mean, just like with Chris, we'll be doing a lot better than, or we won't get punched around as much as you do with Aiden and Aaron. You still get punched around though. That's not fool ourselves. It's still Skyhaven Dungeon. Okay. And you know what? I think I remember it enough. I'm not gonna even pull my maps up. We're good. Yeah. And also, why is Skyhaven Dungeon so dangerous? Like, did they trap the monsters, all the monsters and cyborgs down there that on purpose to test us? Is that why they're infested? I mean, you know what I'm saying? And also, how powerful are the Masters of Skyhaven really? Because, you know, they've been here for a long time, and they've been, I guess, you know, untouched by the war and everything. So I don't know. It's like they're a little mysterious. Alright. The ultimate evil dwells. Dome. It's not a barren wasteland. Why do they call it a barren wasteland? It's got grass and lakes. A word of ultimate power has been lost for ages. This name can empower the weapons of legend. It hasn't been lost. You know what it is the whole time. The ancient heroes use the legendary weapons. These are Rikios. Yep. So if so the question is, they say that there's been a secret word of power lost, right? But they have the ability to empower our weapons using that word. So why? I don't know. It doesn't make total sense why they can't use why they don't know the word, but whatever. All right, got a demoness, got a star. So yeah, let's talk about like we got a floating orb. And these demonesses, I mean they actually make sense as a monster. They're pretty pretty feasible as a monster, right? But your like little starfish thing, the stars with the eyeballs, the floating orb. It's like, what's their deal? Ow. So anyway, that's really it. It's just look, when you look at all the monsters, and so many times the thought comes to my mind, like, who designed this? Especially like this, the Primus, Secundus, and Tertius, right? They just look like a nebula cloud, with eyes and a mouth, and then they can cast Zan at you. Yeah, the floating floppy disks. That one's another one's like, okay, whose idea was that? Was that meant to be funny? Was that what this whole monster design was about? Was people on the staff wanted to be funny? Because it just is weird. I do wonder though if the chirpers, if they inspired the what are they called? There's these bird enemies in Phantasy Star 4 that you face on a side quest. I wonder if the chirpers inspired those. Can't remember what they're called. The only thing that comes to my mind is flappies, but I know that's not right. It's not like Flappy Bird. Oh. Let's see. Is this the right one? Nope. Oh, hello. Very nice. No, we're okay. It's this one, right? Yeah. Just gotta remember to look for the double broken glass. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay here. Excuse me. Ooh, ouch. I was hoping that the orb would not cast Foy. Alright, Royal Crown. Not to be confused with Crown Royal. Let's see, let's go ahead and just throw a Garez. Turn here, yep. Ambushed, owie, owie, owie. Ooh, 51 damage on Kara. Dang, come on. Oh, there we go. That was close. Let's go ahead and throw another Garez out there. Heal everybody else up. Aqua parts, alright. And a hunting bow. Just in case. It's sad though that that's better than the Leia's bow, right? You would think that the Leia's bow, the Loon Slicer should at least be like mid-level weapons, but no. There we go. Alright, and then I think we can just go all the way down, right? Ish? Ish? Yeah, we turn right here. Yeah, there we go. I'm remembering stuff. Sphere, globe, and orb, I think is the names of all of them. Oh. Like really, who came up with these? Just floating orbs that attack you? Eh. Or like stars with eyes, or glops. You know, who came up with that one? You know, was someone eating lunch and accidentally spilled some guacamole onto the table and looked at it and said, "Oh, hey, oh, that's a monster." Seriously. Moondew and Laconian Ribbon. There we are. Equip Mew. Alright, and she is set. Why a ribbon? I mean, the only, and since there's not illustrated right anywhere in the game, like you look at Mew, obviously she is not wearing anything in her hair. So the question begs, so I made damage, right? Yeah, okay. We'll let Leia go. It's fine. Hopefully. But yeah, there's obviously nothing in Mew's hair. So what am I to understand of the concept of a ribbon? Right? I think of one of two things. I think of like, you know, just something that gets the hair out of the way when you're in combat. So, you know, something like that puts the hair back so you're more effective in combat. I don't know. But, or, you know, something that is, you know, helmet-like, that, that maybe, though, is more covering of the go, maybe goes down a little bit more down to the neck to provide more coverage there. It's unknown, but ribbon, when I think of ribbon, I think of either like something that, decorates a woman's hair to enhance beauty, or something to just maybe get the hair out of the way. So it's, one of those, what do they call it, a no-nonsense style, right? But we have other, defensive items that don't make a whole lot of sense, like your fableras, the made-up word. I wonder truly who translated that, or if maybe that's a Japanese word that I just don't know, that they just decided, you know what, let's just throw that in there as it is. Or maybe it's maybe the Romanized spelling was a little bit off. Maybe it was supposed to be February, or I don't know. I don't know. And I don't remember either reading the compendium, or I know that that's not in the compendium. Like a description of weapons and armors is not in the compendium. But even discussing things online long time ago, I don't ever remember anybody making sense specifically of Phantasy Star 3, and it's the way that it names its weapons and armor and stuff. Alright, so we got 59,000 Miss Ada. We're so close. Let's go ahead and grind out enough, actually, but just a few thousand more, so that we can get a planar slicer for Kara. So we're going to do the thing, and we are going to utilize the fast forward button, just like we did with Aaron, because this is nonsense. Plus it seems that we get better RNG anyway when we fast forward. But, yep, not ashamed to do this. This is definitely a time saver. We need to throw a heal on Leia. Let's see, don't think that. Get res, that's fine. Probably just one more fight will do it, right? Let's check it out. Yep, we got it. Okay. That is enough to buy a planar slicer. Alright. Another thing that was it? Well, I don't know that this was debated very much, actually. The claws for Mew, right? So, well, yeah, it wasn't debated that much, but there were some advertisements that were done by Sega that portrayed Rika with this like enormous claw on her arm, and so it made people wonder, like, where does that concept come from? Because in Phantasy Star 2, even when Ney is attacking, right, with the claws, it very clearly shows that there's not these big attachments to her arms. So anyway. Alright, we did Skyhaven. Let's go ahead and head to New Moda. And we'll buy a planar slicer and listen to some history. Oh, almost got it. Almost was right on the level. Okay, weapon shop, where are you? Hello, good sir. Oh, excuse me. Planar slicer for Kara. Nope, because we are poor now. We're broke. Alright, there we go. We have 2 attacks now. Hooray! Okay, let's go ahead and listen to the history of Elisa 3. We have kept the past alive. Oh, another thing that has been up for maybe not a big item of debate, but the what the correct romanization of the planets is, right? So you have Palm, but I've seen it argued that because you know, in Japanese they don't distinguish between your R and L because they only have one liquid in their language. Arguments have been made, well, is it actually Palm or Palma, or is it actually Parm or Parma? Well, I think most people lean more towards Palm or Palma, just because Parm or Parma, I think, reminds too many people, at least English speakers, of, you know, Parmesan or Parmigiano Reggiano, and so, at least it does me, and so you have your other planets as well, like Motavia or Motavia? Is it Dezoris or Dezolis? You know, those slight changes that are clear to us that speak English, but it's not part of like the oh, there's the ships go. Rekio and Leia trapped it. And the Neopalm, yep. Yes, I know. I wish there was more that they told us, because that's not much. I mean, you know, they keep the past alive. That's not a very long story. It's like, why? Okay, why does it take five historians, right? Because there's another one on the far end here. Yeah, it takes 5 historians to tell that story. It's not a long story. And did people forget how to write? That's another thing. Like, is there no more writing? Is it just like a spoken language? Now that would be kind of an interesting, you know, tidbit to know. It's like, oh yeah, we're so primitive now. They because of the Devastation War. For some reason defamation was in my head. That is obviously not the case. But yeah, but was the war so bad that like literacy was also destroyed? Is this? Hold on, I'm looking at my. So we need to go to Sage Isle. Yeah, we need to go to Via Landon. So. Or Iridia. Where are we going? Yeah, we're gonna go get the Black Sword in Landon. Or Orakio's sword in Landon. And then let's see. We're not gonna do Sage Isle, so we'll go ahead and go save at Rysel. We're in Elysium now, right? Yes. Ambushed, alright. So anyway, back to the question of literacy and writing, right? Has reading and writing, has that been completely lost? Because, you know, we look at the shops and there's not any There's nothing written on the shop signs. You know, of course, that's, you know, that could be argued, but that's just for the game. There's only one, let's see. There's only one thing that has writing on it, and that's the seal of Dark Force. So there has to be some kind of written language, right? There has to be some written language somewhere because of that. Where am I going? I'm going up here, right? To Landon? Yes. I should at least look at my illustrated maps. Yeah, we're going to Landon. Alright, there we go. So there's, yeah, so there, anyway, there's got to be some kind of writing system that they have. Or maybe they lost it after the Regio-Leia War. You know, maybe maybe our party doesn't know how to read the seal that Oregio says that I hold Dark Force, and maybe they were like, oh, oops, you know. We just know that we needed to get the sword, but since no one has the ability to read, well, Ren and Mew, they should be able to read, right? That should have been programmed in their abilities. But that would be terrible, right? An entire society, they lose all literacy for 1,000 years. No reading, no writing. So anyway, and that could explain a lot, right? If they don't have reading or writing, why there are no libraries. There's nothing that, there are no like bookshelves anywhere in Phantasy Star 3, right? Oopsies. I accidentally hit the joystick. But yeah, that's just one of those things that you think about. Oh, that's interesting, but it's likely that at last I'm free, blah 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 blah, fools, yep, we'll meet again, and now I learned Megado. I mean, I'm sure that they didn't develop this game with the intention of provoking any of those thoughts. However, it's just something that pops into my mind after having played all these years. Okay, now we're about again. Can we come up? Oh no, I don't. No. Exit, please. Thank you. I still really want to know how that temple became sunken. Like, well, why don't we ever get a more? There's just that one dock, isn't there? Yeah, there is. There's just that one dock. Yeah, that's right. Alright, never mind. Alright, we'll go ahead and transform into an aeroplane, and then we'll save it Elan. What a trip would be to fly on that thing, right? I mean, because it's, you know, not huge. It's a Ren-sized aerojet, and you're flying pretty fast through the air. That would be a little bit unnerving, I think. Dang it, I did it again. No. Thank you. There. Oh, here we go. And we're ambushed. Oh. Okay. I mean, don't they have a resemblance to those those bird enemies in Phantasy Star 4? They look they do look a lot like them. But as far as where the monsters come from and who designed them, like was it Leia that created them? We don't know. Unanswered questions. So many unanswered questions. So much speculation. Anyway, oh, we're gonna go to Rysel. That's right. We're not gonna stay the night here, or we're not gonna end here. We're gonna go to Rysel, buy our royal boots, and then we'll call the episode. My bad. More kill sats. They had to poison me. Slasher, better than a Nasher. I wonder if the Nashers found in Iridia have the lowest speed or very low speed in the as far as like having initiative to attack, because even though I greatly fear them because of the way that they can one-shot a party member, in all the times I've played through Phantasy Star 3, I can say that the amount of party member deaths have still been quite minimal. I'd say that I could probably they've probably been around a dozen or so, between 10 and 15, and that's very few, considering that every time they attack, they will kill someone or take him down. That's pretty low, considering that I've probably encountered them, 10 times as often as they've been able to attack me. So I don't know. While they are very deadly, they fortunately do not seem to have a high initiative. That's right, armor shop's over here. Well, we did this whole episode without having to look at a map once. That's pretty good, I'd say. Royal boot, Sean. Oh, that's right. Let's sell a bunch of crap first. Let's sell all the stuff we don't need. So let's see. Still a monomate just to get out of our bags. Force gear. Yep. Cell, Mew, Force ribbon, Cell, hunting bow. Where's it you can buy starved mists and moon dews again? Isn't it like, is it Syl or Shishoran's item shop that you can actually buy them? Oh, that's right, I have the Reikio sword. Heh. Forgot. Like I have every single time we've come to this point. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's alright. Let's see. Force crown. Laconian crown. And force bandana. I think that's it. Okay, equip Sean with that. Royal boot, yay! Does everybody have, let's see, force boots? Yep. Force boots and force boots. Good. Very good, okay. what was I saying? Apologies. I had a little visitor to my office, to my yeah, to my office, and I did not I did not remember what I was saying. I got suddenly interrupted. Probably doesn't matter. Anyway, let's go ahead and save in Rysel, whatever it is. And then in our next episode, we will head over to Sage Isle. And get the Siren Shot, go to Iridia, get the Mune's Claw, go back to Sage Isle, get the secret weapon or the secret word, and then go back to we all know the thing. We know what we're doing. We know where we're going. Anyway, till our next episode. So long for now.